Hey everyone, stay tuned for this video wrap-up of the Arkansas Shrimp Tank, where you're going to learn how to go from a shrimp to a shark in the business world.
Hey everyone, welcome to the post-show wrap-up of the Shrimp Tank. I'm your host, Rich Jensen, along with my co-host, David Sims, and our special guest this week, and even last week, Jeff Kemp, retired NFL football player, son of a U.S. congressman, presidential candidate, all sorts of great things, all sorts of great life experience. And we had a lot of fun and learned a lot talking with Jeff. And believe me, if you haven't listened to the podcast yet, go back and listen to the entire podcast. You will learn so much. But wanted to highlight a couple of really good points. We're going to keep it to two because Jeff has such good stuff to share.
That's right.
We normally do three, but we're going to stick to two so we can go a little deeper.
I said on the podcast we were going to really do a blitz, but we forgot our shoulder pads and our helmets, so we're just going to have to use words on this one. But you know, BRS, the show sponsor, is all about investing and serving their clients. And on the podcast, you made a really good analogy to football about relationships being the center in all the different kind of coaching that you do for CEOs and business executives, and how someone who is a successful leader is an investor and not a consumer of relationships. Describe for our viewers what that was and what the football metaphor is that you use.
Well, this is a consumer society.
Yeah.
And we see 1,200 ads a day. It's all saying it's about me and I should get what I want and not be satisfied with what I have today so I can get something new tomorrow. So I really see a paradigm between being an investor and a consumer. But I apply it to relationships because life fundamentally comes back to relationships.
Yeah.
And leadership is about relationships. So we want to be investors in relationships, not consumers who are draining. Mm-hmm. An example in football is in the summer they put the quarterbacks in NFL camps into one meeting room and they teach them their responsibility is to throw the football to a 1 foot diameter of accuracy perfectly in front of the receiver. Okay, not below or above or out in front or behind. Super high personal responsibility to throw the ball accurately to make it easy for the receiver to catch.
Right.
Even at the expense of getting hit in the jaw.
Put the receiver's interest first.
Put the receiver's interest, ask not what your receiver can do for you, but what you can do for your receiver. That's how John F. Kennedy would have done it. And the receivers are in a separate meeting room. And they're taught that if they can touch it, wherever it is, they must catch it.
Yeah.
Super high personal responsibility to make it work out easier for the quarterback. And they'll tell the receiver, hey, if it's thrown high, go up high, get your ribs blown up, catch it. Don't worry, we'll put another tight end in for the next 8 weeks, and we'll see you in the playoffs.
That's right. If you don't go for
we'll
it,
tape up your ribs.
Your quarterback is sacrificing for you. You should sacrifice for him.
So when they're both sacrificing for the other and holding themselves to a high standard of how they relate to the other, then great teamwork and great plays happen, and the team wins.
That's really good.
But the opposite is if a wide receiver goes across the middle on 3rd and 8, and they need this first down, and the ball's thrown behind him.
Right.
And he's thinking, I deserve a 1 foot diameter accurate pass, and I don't want that strong safety chasing me or the free safety approaching to squash me. So bats it down and waits for a perfect pass. No catch, no first down, no touchdown, no win, no playoffs, no Super Bowl. We all lose because we converted that receiver from an investor to a consumer.
Yeah, that's good.
Now, this isn't really about football. This is about relationships.
About life, yeah.
How about marriage?
Yeah.
How many of us are consuming in our marriage and then we're unhappy about the low asset value in our marriage? And how many of our companies have a low level of trust, a low level of personal responsibility of apologizing, admitting errors?
Right, because the leaders aren't.
Because the leader isn't investing in the others relationally. Investing means humility and apology, forgiveness, transparency, and calling out the best in other people, even when they're not performing great. Lift them to their best.
Yeah, that's really good.
Like my high school football coach, you drop a pass as a receiver. You get Jensen, you got hands like a clock. and out, and then came the next guy. Real encouraging.
Yeah, right.
That's a short-term consumer attitude in a coach. Didn't bring out the best in you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You'd have been in the NFL otherwise.
That's right. I would have been right behind you, Jeff. You could have thrown him that little 2-foot window.
Who would have needed Dwight Clark? It would have been Rich Jensen.
Oh, I could have been somebody. Jeff, you also do a lot of one-on-one CEO coaching. And one of the things we asked you in the podcast was, what is one of the most common like you kind of hear it from almost all of them, the same thing. What's their thing they want the coaching on or felt need, whatever that might be? And your answer was really interesting. Share with our viewers.
Yeah, I'm going to mention two, but the first part is there's a certain frustration and pressure that CEOs and business owners feel that I'm the only one who really carries this load.
Right.
I'm the only one who really knows how important it is that we work hard and get over that hump to the next level.
I got to do it all.
And they'd love to overcome a big hurdle or achieve a next level of growth, but they don't have a team that's dedicated and working together to make that happen. In fact, it's hard to get people and it's hard to keep people.
That's their perception, or
That's their feeling. They feel like,
Yeah.
I don't have the team that can work hard enough to go there. Well, the key is, have you invested it to make them a team? And making a team is an activity of humility and intentionality and investment and delegation and taking a risk to let them make decisions and see where it goes.
Right. Yeah, you got to.
The other felt need is, I'm building something great at this business, but I have a nagging feeling that I'm losing the heart of my wife or my son. So maybe the asset value of the business is growing, but the heart of your kid or your spouse is in a depression. And that is an area that a lot of CEOs can't figure out how to turn the corner on because they're stuck chasing this tiger with their business and getting praise there, but it's going worse and worse at home.
Yeah. Wow.
And we can
that's true
we can
whether
help
the
them.
CEO is a man or a woman.
Man or a woman.
Right.
And we can help with that.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a lot. There's a lot of stuff on your website and comments from people who've used your coaching services that are singing your praises. So,
Well, Jeff, it's been great having you.
It's been fun.
Having you on the tank here. For folks who want to learn more, maybe they haven't heard the whole podcast, which I encourage you to do so, but how would they get a hold of you to find out more about the one-to-one coaching, the men's huddles, all that?
You can call me. My number is 425-442-1110. 425-442-1110. And then the website is jeffkempteam.com.
right.
jeffkempteam.com. And that's got information on the book, Facing the Blitz, which is a separate website.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Great book, too.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, if you want to catch the entire podcast and you haven't yet, go to shrimptankpodcast.com/Arkansas. And until next week, stay safe. And remember, in the business world, to become a shark, we all start out as shrimp.